Kind of hard to argue that the men and women who serve the country in the armed forces deserve a little bit better care overall than they have been receiving in recent years when it comes to their health. And the Department of Veterans Affairs has acknowledged that in part last night as part of their effort to not only repair their reputation, but also to hear from those that they serve. Of course, those people who have served us. The head of the Temple office that serves this area was at the American Legion post in Bryan. News 3's Patrina Adger was there for us.
We cover 35,000 square miles, which I forgot how far those miles were apart in Texas. We are honored, and I do mean honored, to treat almost 99,000 veterans in those 9 sites. We're a major player with Fort Hood. We do all of the disability exams. We are the largest disability exam unit in the country because of Fort Hood. We do compensation and pension exams, and we partner very closely with VBA to make sure that the exams we're doing are done in a very, very timely way. We are under, I know we're at 22 days for completing IDES exams at Fort Hood, 26 days for compensation and pension exams. We do the medical portion of those exams. So just kind of a little snippet about who we are and what we do.
Do you think they heard you?
Anything's going to get done?
Yes.
Honestly, no.
And why not?
Because this has gone on and on and on and on. People requesting, people asking, people voicing their opinion. This is a show. This is a show. You know, I would love for things to get done. You know what I mean? But that's been going on since the beginning of time.
Some pessimism at least, and you can't really blame some people for it. We've got contact information for the Veterans Affairs Office in Temple with this story at KBTX.com, and that's where you can hear from some more of the veterans who spoke out last night. Of course, it's also on the KBTX mobile app. News 3's bureau in Washington has been delving into another issue that may add one more item to the list of issues at the VA. Lawmakers are slamming a pair of Wisconsin senators, Tammy Baldwin and Ron Johnson, ahead of a field hearing set concerning their VA hospital in Wisconsin. That's on March 30th. Now, whistleblowers are set to take the stand to talk about prescription drug abuse at the medical center in Tomah. Washington Bureau Chief Jacqueline Policastro has more.
A culture of fear among employees, a high rate of prescriptions written for high-dose opiates like morphine, deaths under investigation. That's what we already know about the Tomah VA Medical Center. Now we're working to find out more about the place where our veterans could be suffering under the care of doctors paid by the federal government. Another scandal hits the already scandal-clad U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs.
That's a sad statement on American politics and the American government.
The statistics are damning at the Tomah VA Medical Center. A clinical review found Tomah patients were 2.5 times more likely than the national VA average to be prescribed high-dose opiates. And Tomah patients were prescribed benzodiazepines and opiates at the same time, nearly twice as much as other VA medical centers.
When you have higher doses and you don't have certain procedures and policies in place when prescribing opiates, you can have disastrous results. So yes, it is concerning, and especially when the community knows what's going on. When they call Tomah Candyland and they call this one doctor the Candy Man, it's well known that he is an overprescriber of opiate drugs.
There's a lot of finger pointing going on here in Washington. The VA Office of Inspector General is accused of keeping the report on Tomah secret from the public, even hidden from the congressional committees responsible for overseeing the VA. Several high-profile lawmakers like Senator Tammy Baldwin and Senator Ron Johnson are accused of fumbling whistleblower reports about the problems at the Tomah VA.
Some of the Wisconsin representatives knew what was going on and didn't do a whole lot to protect our veterans. I think when you have whistleblowers come forward and say that we have problems in the VA system, you need to do all you can to make sure that those veterans are protected. And you can't sit back and let those stories and those reports and those whistleblowers be pushed to the sidelines.
We reached out to both Senator Baldwin and Senator Johnson, Their offices are fielding our interview requests right now. And ahead of the March 30th field hearing, we're digging through the reports and letters written by members of Congress.
We're going to be able to hear from people on the ground with some firsthand knowledge, some of the whistleblowers who are in that area who have been asked to testify. And this is important because Congress has a responsibility to make sure that we get the policy right, to make sure that the appropriate protocols of care are being followed.
The House Committee on Veterans Affairs tells us they hold less than 10 field hearings each year. This year, TOMA is one of them. And what happens at the hearing will help guide future legislative oversight efforts at VA hospitals around the country.
I don't think this is something that may just be unique to TOMA. I think we've got an issue throughout the entire VA system, quite frankly throughout the entire healthcare system, on the proper use of pain medication for patients.
Lawmakers say they won't stop investigating until they get answers about prescription drug practices at the TOMA VA. And they say they anticipate they'll expose other problems, possibly even more deaths, at the upcoming field hearing. Reporting in Washington, I'm Jacqueline Policastro.